Tom Brady makes life as a top NFL quarterback look easy, but his climb to the top has been anything but.
Tom Brady doesn't talk about it a lot, but he wants to go down in history as the greatest quarterback ever.
In college, the fight for attention almost derailed him.
His father said, no, you're staying there. You don't quit.
The sudden success.
And the New England Patriots have won Super Bowl 36.
And the constant struggle to keep it all going.
One of the most difficult things he had to grapple with is, how do I deal with all of this attention?
He said an amazing comment. I'm driven by insecurity. I still think somebody's chasing me from behind. They're going to take it all away from me.
Tom Brady's simply just special. I mean, he's the football equivalent of a rock star. You go anywhere with Tom Brady and girls are screaming. I mean, you think the Beatles had just walked in.
That's hard for you. Tom Brady and the trophy. He's so hot.
Tom Brady's out of central casting. You know, he's the guy that everybody wanted to hate in high school.
He should be a Kennedy. He's got the looks, he gets the girls, he's also a family guy. He's good at his job and makes it look easy and natural, but he works really hard.
Winner of 3 Super Bowls in his first 4 seasons as New England's starting quarterback, Tom Brady's wholesome image stands in stark contrast to a sports world that gyrates with narcissism.
Brady is the big, tall, strapping, dark-haired, congenial, all-American guy. And the great thing about him is that his public persona doesn't include an ego.
He's the model athlete in this country. I mean, at a time when we've had so many issues in sports, just a lack of trust in sports, Tom Brady is what he is. This is no act when he's sitting there, aw shucks, I can't believe this is happening to me. He does not believe this is happening to him.
As long as we win, whether I'm watching, whether I'm playing, and it doesn't matter to me.
He's Ozzie Nelson in an Ozzy Osbourne world. You know, this guy pulls it off, and it seems legit. He does interviews. He used the word neat 4 times in an interview in New England. He's square.
I just go out there and you know, I just play my role.
He just absolutely refuses to draw the spotlight to himself. There's nothing he does during a game that says me, me, me at all.
The Patriots used to have a separate media session for the quarterback. When Tom Brady took over the starting job, he refused to do that because he didn't want to stand out from the rest of his teammates.
You know, I'm a car junkie. You gotta go get yourself something nice. He's like, how can I go out and buy a car like that when I see my offensive linemen driving pickup trucks and stuff like that? He said, I wouldn't feel right because they're working harder than I am to keep my butt off the ground.
Tom Brady is the New England Patriots because he is that little guy on the helmet. That guy who you really can't really tell who he is, and he doesn't have a name, and he's kind of featureless. He represents the sort of team they have where nobody stands above everybody else.
He doesn't get any trouble off the field. You know, he takes less money. Come on. It takes less money to stay here. It's almost like, what's the catch?
He's no different from any other athlete in this league who all are somewhat driven by ego and stardom. The point with him is that he's able to cloak it in the mask of team and in the mask of everybody getting the glory.
If you saw him in a press conference or walking down the streets, he looks like Opie from Mayberry, and he's really not, though. I mean, he's obviously a cold-hearted killer on the football field with, you know, the instincts of a shark.
You want a guy who's modest and humble, but modest and humble for a quarterback. He's thinking, give me the ball, get out of the way, run your plays, I'll get us down the field, I'll win this game. You want a quarterback to have some swagger.
Oh, he's cocky. He is endearingly cocky. He would never come out and say, you know, I'm the best quarterback in football. But by the way he carries himself, especially in the huddle, all of his teammates have always talked about, you cannot tell Brady anything.
Tom Brady doesn't talk about it a lot, but he wants to go down in history as the greatest quarterback ever. Better than Joe Montana, better than John Unitas. And see, that doesn't fit the persona that we have of this humble, or rather quiet guy. His goal is to make everybody forget about any quarterback who existed before him.
I think Tom is definitely driven by the fact that people don't think that he's as good as he is. And I think that's just a driving force in his career.
Tom Brady has to fight and scratch to get people to really understand that he is as good as anybody else in this league at that position.
It's interesting to have that type of humility while carrying a chip on your shoulder. There's something that drives him that says, I want to prove everybody wrong, and I'm going to do it again and again and again.
That's what's driving the kid to this day. He said, I'm driven by insecurity. I still think somebody's chasing me from behind. They're going to take it all away from me. Well, that can be the greatest motivator in life. I mean, even for Tom Brady, who seemingly has it all.